I will Today we will discuss about the working of the software. Okay, how the all process will happen in the computer. Okay, so we have completed this. I think we are here. Application software we have completed now. Yes, we have completed.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We just a difference between the system software and application software left. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, system software is designed to manage the resources of the computer system like memory and process management. Yes, all the system software is designed like that. So he manage how to store the data in the computer, how the data will store in the computer, how the processing will happen in the uh, computer. Okay, in the system. And in application software it is designed for the only for the requirements of the user, like WhatsApp, YouTube. These are only based on the your users requirement for specific tasks. Okay. System software is written in a low level language, machine language, that is binary language 0 1, and written in a high level language, human understandable language. Less interactive for the users. Yes, because we don't interact with the directly with the system software. And application software, obviously we use WhatsApp, we are using YouTube, Instagram, Zoom, we are Google Meet. This is also the example of the application software. So this is we are more interactive with this application software. And system software plays vital role for the effective functioning of the system. Yes, without operating system, like system in the system software there is a operating system. So without operating system we can't run the computer. And application software is not so important for the functioning of the system. Yes, it has not work in regarding the system. Okay, so it does it only, it's a specific task. It is independent of the, yes, application system software run without in application software, without any help of application software. But without application system software, application software can't run. It needs to system software to run. So we will discuss about the utility software also. We have now we will here we will do. Okay. Yes. Yes. Are you able to see the screen now? Screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, we will understand the working of whole system. Okay. First, we will discuss about the system software. Okay. What is system software? Okay. As I have told you, what is a software? Software is a set of instructions and instruction is a sorry, set of programs, collection of programs, and programs are the set of instructions. So from here we will understand that all software, there are some programs written every software, there are set of programs written in the software, means to say there are many instructions written in the software. So all software works on these instructions. So first example, system software is a basic example is the what is the basic example of the system software? Anybody knows?
You mean operating system, ma'am?
Yes, operating system. Operating system, yes. So operating system is also, there are also so many instructions are written in the operating system. So it works on that, on the basis of that instructions. It is a, what is the brain of the computer? Please tell me.
CPU.
Yes, CPU is the brain of the computer system, and heart and soul of the computer system is
Control unit.
heart and soul. Who is the heart and soul of the computer system? That is operating system. Yes. Operating system is the heart and soul of the computer system. Without operating system, you can't run any application on any function. You can't do any function on that computer. It is like a box, it is like a showcase without operating system. If you're in your computer, there is no operating system, you can't work. Your computer will not run. Even your computer will not start, because every instruction, startup instruction is written in the operating system. So that's why it is called heart and soul of the computer system. Got it? Now, next is what operating system. In operating system, what the operating system does? It connects. It is the there is you will understand like that. Wait, another text. Yes, there is a user and there is a hardware. Suppose I want to print some documents or any text I want to print some text in hard copy. Okay, so I can't directly tell printer to type my to print my printer. Okay, I have to give instructions to the computer. I will just press Control plus P to print the command, to give the command of the printing. Okay, so these all when the I will give the command to the computer, when the computer is giving the command to the printer to print the that text, okay, or that document. So users can't directly interact with the hardware. Okay, can't directly. It has to. There are some layers between the user and the there are some layers between the user and the hardware. First layer is the system software. That is the first layer. Sorry, not a system software. There is application software, because user can't directly interact with the system software. Next one is the next layer is the system software, because application, we are just giving the command, we are just giving the work on that. Okay, I am just giving the, just I press my printing option. So that printing option will give to the system software, and system software will interact with the hardware. Okay, it will give the command to the printer, because my instructions are human language, human understandable language. I will give instruction to the in human language, then human language will convert it into the systems of machine language, then machine language, because printer is also understand the machine language, he don't understand the human language. So these all instructions and these all processing is done in the computer, all in the machine language. So we can't directly interact with the hardware. There are two layers between the user and the hardware. Okay, so first is application software, then second is the system software. Got it? So now, so when I give the command to the printing, so this command will goes to the print operating system. This command will goes to the operating system. Okay, so operating system. So in operating system, there is also operating system also have a, like you can take the example of Narendra Modi. I want some obvious some, like I'm studying in this India. I am studying in the India. For example, I'm just taking the example. I am teaching. I am studying in this in the country of India. Okay, this is my country. But for the job, for any other work, I can't direct contact with the Narendra Modi. I'm just example the PM. Okay, prime. You can't directly interact with the PM. Okay, because there are so many layers between you, me and normal person and prime minister. Okay, so you have to first complete that layers. You have to complete first that layers, then to reach to the that prime minister. So same like that, you want to work on uh, any work like printing, scanning, or anything like displaying. So all the there are so many layers between me and that work. Okay, so these work will there is also a heart and soul operating system. So operating system also have, so like every prime minister, like a PM Modi, there is also he has also a PM, a PA, personal assistance. Okay, he gives the instruction to the personal assistant who fulfill that requirements, who is the personal assistant of the operating system. So operating system is also like a PM, because without it we can't work on the computer system. So it is also like a PM. So it is also has a PA. Operating system is also has a PA, personal assistance, who operating system tells the all instructions to the that PA, and he fulfills all the requirements of that instruction, or of that program, or of that command. Okay, who is the personal assistant of that operating system? That is kernel. Please remember this word, kernel. Kernel is the heart and soul of the operating system. Operating system is the heart and soul of the computer system, and kernel is the heart and soul of the operating system. Okay, heart and soul of operating system. Okay, so it is the it provides all functions, but it interacts with the user and the hardware. It gives instructions to the hardware to do that work. Kernel do all these functions. Okay, it operating system gives a command to the kernel. Okay, so next one is the, there are every hardware device that we connect to the PC or any laptop, like mouse, like keyboard, like printer, like scanner. These all devices have some device driver. Okay, these all devices have some device drivers. Means to say every hardware has some device drivers. Okay. These all comes under operating system. Okay, so that's why I'm written in this box. Sorry. Drive. So all instructions written regarding the all instructions or all programs are written regarding the hardware in the device driver. Okay, how, if you want to connect, like a new hardware comes in the market, okay, for you are just I'm just taking example, you want to connect, but there is no program stored in the your computer or your in your operating system, there is no instructions stored in your device driver. So you will first have to install that instructions, that program, that installation program in the device driver. Then you can connect that hardware to the PC or your laptop. Without that installation of that hardware, you can't connect that hardware to your PC. Okay, got it? Please, any doubt you can ask up to this point. Hello.
Right now, I'm not getting, ma'am. I have to watch the video again.
Okay. So, is anybody who understood?
I understood up to the kernel, ma'am. The device drivers, can you just repeat
Yes,
me?
there is some instruction. Device driver also, there are some instructions. Device driver is instructions, some instructions or some programs. Okay, because it's a
Set
collection
of
of the
instructions,
program is
ma'am.
a,
Can you
yes.
just
All device drivers regarding hardwares. All device drivers, because every hardware has device driver, like a driver. You want to run your car now, you need driver. Without driver you can't run your car, like that. You without printer, if you want to work on the printer, if you want some hard copies, you need some driver, or that is called device driver. Okay, now understood? So
yes, ma'am.
every driver, device driver, there are so many instructions written in that device driver regarding hardware. Regarding every hardware, written so many instructions in the device driver. Okay, each and every hardware. But if there is no some instructions is written regarding some hardware, if you purchase some new hardware, then you will have to first install your device driver. You have to install that driver, then you will able to run that hardware. Okay, got it now?
Ma'am, can you give some example?
Like for example, you purchase new printer. Okay, you purchase new model printer, there is no installation instructions regarding in the stored in the your device driver. So there is some like in previous time, some like small disk, like small disk or smaller comes like in your PC, or and today I don't know what type of product comes in the there, that disk installed in your disk drive. You install, and then there are some so many instructions written in that disk. You just open it and copy and paste, you can, or you can download that device driver. Okay, so there are so many instructions written in that disk. You just store in your computer, from that disk to your computer, and your PC will connect, your printer will connect to the your PC or your laptop. Okay, you just have to install the that instructions in your computer. There is some memory place, there is some place in your computer where you can store the device driver. There are some, you seen a control panel, there are so many working on that, but you have to understand the control panel. You see now, you use na laptop or PC, you want to like if your keyboard is not working well, if your mouse is not working well, some software developer or other who repair your computer or PC, he will work on that control panel first. He will open that, he will open the configurations of all the he will tell, he will see that all instructions are on, or all things are on. If they are able, why there are some why there your keyboard is not working, why your mouse is not working, he will open the control panel, your settings. he will try to open that, he will try to repair. Troubleshooting is also the example. So this is another concept regarding this. But you have to just understood that device driver is just for the hardware, to run the hardware. There are so many instructions written in the device driver to run the hardware. Okay.
Okay. So, ma'am, when you was teaching about device driver, you have mentioned these Microsoft, Windows, iOS, Linux. So these all have their drivers.
Microsoft Windows, I didn't try. One second.
Device driver, you have given the example.
Device driver. One second. This you say? Are you saying about this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
This
ma'am.
is not. This is the example of the system software. These are the examples of the system software. These are told under the system software. These all operating system, language processor, device driver. These all the concept under the system software. This picture is the example of. I will mention in the sideways. Okay, when you get the PPT or PDF, I will mention the sideways. This is the example of the system software. Okay, this is not the example of the device driver.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Now come to the point. Now device driver you understood. Now next is the okay. Next we will understood about the I forgot the point. Uh, yes, we will understand about the bootstrap, basic input output system. Yes, basic input. This program is also written in the system operating system. Okay, basic input output system. BIOS, that is called BIOS. You know, na BIOS. Sometimes you have to listen about this word. BIOS. What is BIOS? BIOS is a basic input output system. Okay. Input output system. So this is also a program. This is also system that is stored in the operating system. Okay. This is also some instructions that is stored in the operating system. So BIOS. What is BIOS? In BIOS, main program is written is bootstrapping. Booting is the startup program. Booting is what? Startup program. Understood na? Program is the set of instructions. Okay, startup program is there are so many instructions written in the BIOS regarding startup. When you switch on the computer, the some programs run behind the screen or inside the computer. That program is written in the BIOS, or that BIOS is present in the operating system. Okay, this is the
Ma'am,
main.
this
Yes.
is what you told, no, ma'am. That every company will do its own voting. Its name will come.
Yes. That is also the booting process. That is not the booting process. That is a program, stored program. That is ROM. I told na ROM. In ROM, all instructions present regarding that logo or regarding that company name. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
That is also come in the booting. Also, you can say that. But this is the different startup program. So startup program is also. Okay. Yes, bootstrap. In booting, program booting is the process and bootstrap is the program. Bootstrap is the program. Booting is the startup processing process. Okay, this is a startup program process, and booting is a program where startup instructions are written. Where startup instructions, how to run the how will sorry. Yes, how will your computer will start? All instructions are written in the BIOS. Okay, in BIOS booting, in BIOS there is a booting where the processing done, and bootstrap is the program that run. Bootstrap is a program that run when you start the computer. Okay, all instructions, how the computer will start, how when you switch on the computer, the command goes to the operating system, it will load in the computer, then startup instructions running in the, when you see na, in when you start the computer, your processing will happen one by one, like that. You can say this like logo will show, then you will see some sound produced in the PC, some sound produced in your laptop, because there are some programs are running, they are awakening, like they are configuring that all input devices are they are awakening. You can understand that they are awakening all the input devices that are connected to the computer. These devices will be starting, they will start these devices. Okay, your light will be on of your PC, their CPU, their light will be on. Why, how this light will be on? When you start the computer, the booting is running, booting program is processing, then the light will be on. Okay, so this instruction will be in present in the BIOS. Okay, so next is the booting is also two types. There is two types of booting. So booting, one is the cold booting, cold and hot. Cold and hot, what does it mean? Cold means when your computer is switched off, when your computer is completely switched off, you switch on the computer, then the booting process happens, or done in the run in the computer, then that process is called cold booting. Okay, cold and hot booting, when computer is switch off, switch off. Okay, and hot booting is when you restart your computer, when you restart your computer, there is also a booting process done in the computer. Booting process is done in the computer, run in the computer, when you restart your computer. Okay, that, sorry, yes, hot booting, that is called hot booting. Okay, when your computer is switched off, then you switch on the computer, the booting program is run in your computer, that program is called booting, cold booting. Okay, and when the computer is start, but you want to restart, some error occurs, or some you want to restart your computer, you hang your PC, then you restart your computer. Okay, then that process is, that program is run, that program is called hot booting. Got it? Please reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Now this comes this all about the operating system. Operating system is the heart and soul of the computer system, and kernel is the heart and soul of the operating system. When the question comes, One main point. When the question comes in the exam that who is the heart and soul of the computer system, and the question options are operating system, kernel, all other maybe, then you will tick on the kernel, because it is a main, it is under the operating system. Okay, so basically kernel is the heart and soul of the computer system. Okay.
Ma'am, kernel is also a set of instruction or something.
Yeah, this is a yes, you can say that this is a yes, kernel is also operating system, and there are so many instructions written in that. The kernel is also the you can instructions, who is giving, who has some written in instructions. He has kernel has instructions written in his, that he will interact the hardware and user, how he will interact with the hardware to the user. These type of instructions written in the kernel. There's different types of instructions written regarding in device drivers, regarding devices, in kernel regarding to how to interact with the um, hardware and user. So then these type of different instructions are written, like you can also understand now operating system also, there are so many instructions written regarding memory. When you uh, when you type some text, you want to store, you want to save that data or that file, that all instruction, that all program run in the operating system. Operating system manages how to save the data. Operating system manages to save that data. When you want to when you are running the typing some text on the screen, you didn't save that program, you didn't save that program. That is also happening in the operating system, because that is running in the RAM. That typing is running in the RAM. So that why this is also running in the operating system. Okay. Operating system decides who will work, who will I am just typing, I didn't save. He will decide this work will happen in the RAM. He will decide, because when you give the command control plus S, he will give the command that this data will goes to the hard disk drive or SSD. Okay. He will decide, he will decide that this data will CPU will just generate that address, and operating system will give the instruction to the kernel ki this data will go to the hard disk drive, send it this data, take this data and store it in the hard disk. Now next point, understood this point? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next is the utility programs. Now, main point. This is also main concept. We have understood about operating system. So one, complete this. Sorry. This all basic in BIOS is written in the operating. BIOS is the basic input output system. This is the program. Okay, written in the startup program. Okay. Next, this startup program is written in the ROM. Okay. Random read only memory. Read only memory. Okay. Read only memory. In read only memory, because ROM is a chip only. Okay. In read only memory, there is a firmware. What are the this BIOS is stored in the ROM. This BIOS, this program, this system is stored in the ROM, and in ROM, in the firmware. In ROM, in the firmware. Okay, got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now this complete. Now next we come to the utility programs. Utility programs. One second. I told not last previous class Utility programs also come under the some persons told that utility software is also a different software regarding other than the system or application. This is also third type of software, but utility programs comes under the system software. This is also the part of the system software. How? We will explain. In the utility, I told na, utility software. What he does, what the utility program does, they will do the disk fragmentation, disk cleaner, antiviruses. Okay, all these functions are done in the by the utility programs. Okay, so when the operating system, when we give the command of the control plus s, okay, it will save the data. It will save the data in secondary storage. But how we store the data in the disk drive, like how many pages, and we study na ki the data stored in the hard disk in pages form. Okay, so how but where the data will stored, which place in the hard disk the data will store, how many uh, fragments in the disk will happen regarding that program, regarding that file. So that all happens by the utility programs. Okay, all this happens, all these programs done by the utility programs. Disk fragmentation. So operating system only save the data. He will not he will not do the where which area will consume to store that data, to store that file. He will not. He just send the data to the hard disk. How the data will store in the hard disk, that will decide utility software, utility programs. Got it? And if a virus, if some virus occurs in your software, in your computer, that all will, he will disk clean up. He will clean your uh, he will clean your disk also. He will antivirus also provide you from virus, protection from the virus. Okay, these all programs done in the utility programs. Okay, understood?
Yes,
Please.
ma'am.
Yes, now complete the working of the software. Now one thing I want to tell you about software, more important thing. Yes, nowadays now, because the ICT becomes advanced, so the UGC will also become advanced regarding to ask the questions. So we will understood like some 2 to 3 points, little not more than that, how the software will how to program the software, to develop the software, how to develop the software. One, sometimes questions come in the exam. What is B scope? Please note this point, note this word, B scope. B scope. This, sometimes they can ask, this word comes under which hardware or software? This is comes under the software. Okay, this word comes under the software. Basic difference is, basic means to say ki, first difference is that
I'm not able to see ma'am's screen. Is it with everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am's net is not okay, I think.
hello.
Ma'am, your voice is cracking, ma'am. Can't hear you properly.
Now I see it is becoming tougher for me. I'm not able to understand it easily.
पढ़ना पड़ेगा साक्षी बैठ के पढ़ना पड़ेगा and those weekly tests will help us.
Like sometimes it is going bouncer.
Top of the head.
Yeah.
Shall we all exit so that the recording stops?
Yeah, like it's only 5 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah. Let's exit so that recording stops. Yeah, let us exit.
Yeah.